heli tradition began in 2018 by the 31st Commander of the Squadron, Lt Col Jude O. Our host for today's ceremony is the Commander, 1st Helicopter Squadron, Lt Col Zachary Minner, as he presides over the 8th Annual Induction Ceremony.
Induction into the order of the heli is an honor that's not lightly given. It's hard-earned. It's the highest honor for personnel who have been assigned to the 1st Helicopter Squadron, and reserved for those who have left an indelible mark on our squadron, whose contributions have shaped our culture, elevated our capabilities, and set a benchmark for all who follow. To be inducted into this order means joining a rare group of leaders who carry the weight of our mission, which is substantial, and the weight of public perception, and the weight of everything else that goes on with operating in this airspace and doing our job day in and day out with the folks that we interact with. And they've set the benchmark for all who follow. To be inducted into the order means joining a rare group of leaders who carried that weight and did so with unmatched determination and professionalism. Today we add two extraordinary names to this roster. Two leaders who represent the very best of the United States Air Force and 1st Helicopter Squadron, Master Sergeant Marcus Norman and Lt Col Darwin Edwards. These two inductees will have their names forever etched into the history of the Helicopter Squadron and literally on the wall, as we'll see here at the end of the ceremony, as we carry forward the proud tradition of the Order of the Heli. Today we recognize the contributions of those two alumni, but we also know that these are two among many who have worked tirelessly to make this organization special. And for the rest of the squadron that's gathered here today, I'd ask that you look at their accomplishments, read their plaques on the wall as they're added, and if you haven't taken the time, read some of the previous ones that have been put up there over the last few years. It really puts into perspective, I think, the standard of excellence that we have here, and the folks that we have doing our job, both past, present, and future. So take a look at those, and then as we get into the next few years, and we've got a lot of work to do, standing up the new squadron, transitioning to a new aircraft, taking the organization to new heights. Their foundation is what we're building on, and then what we do right now is what will set the future. So it's a lot of pressure. I'm sure you're up to it. Yeah.
I would also like to welcome the family of Lt Col Darwin Edwards, United States Air Force retired. Today, these two airmen join an exclusive group of alumni known as the Order of the Heli. The Order of the Heli is comprised of past members of the 1st Helicopter Squadron whose achievements and contributions adorn not only our hallways, but have helped shape the mission we execute every day. Before we move on to the induction, I'd like to take a moment to provide some insight for our guests into the legacy of the 1st Helicopter Squadron. That legacy is written directly on our patch, first and foremost. The roots of this organization reach back to the 1st Fighter Squadron. During World War II, they were the first to fly a 1,500-mile round-trip mission, believed to be the longest fighter mission of the war. As the 1401st helicopter flight, our predecessors were the first to land a helicopter on the White House lawn, marking the very first time an organization flew a President of the United States. In 1971, we were among the first units to receive the UH-1N Huey. Nearly 55 years later, we are still aggressively flying many of those same tails, delivered straight from the Bell factory. In the 1980s, the 1st Heli was the 1st Helicopter Squadron to achieve 100,000 accident-free hours. And in 1982, the 1st Heli was one of the first organizations on scene after an airliner crashed into the 14th Street Bridge. We were also among the first to respond following the 9/11 attacks in 2001 and worked 12 on, 12 off shifts for months to secure the National Capital Region and transport key leaders. And in 2018, when an F-16 pilot ejected south of the base, the 1st Helicopter Squadron was first on scene to recover the pilot. Today's members operate with that same unwavering vigilance, continually working to make those who came before us proud. Our mission demands constant evolution. In previous years, we expanded our tactical envelope, mastering hoist operations and alternate insertion and extraction techniques to reach personnel in the most confined environments. Today, we face a new friction, an aging fleet and increasingly complex National Capital Region airspace. But pressure breeds innovation. We are overcoming these obstacles by integrating virtual reality into our ground training and aggressively restructuring our flight hours to maximize every sortie. The legacy of First and Foremost continues. The 1st Helicopter Squadron remains the first to get the call for any high visibility mission in the National Capital Region. When tragedy struck in January 2025 with a mid-air collision, the NCR airspace was tightly restricted. In the past year, we have been able to demonstrate our absolute professionalism and the trust placed in our crews by executing the first Pentagon landings, the first Arlington National Cemetery landing in 7 years, and conducted the first civilian flyover in the NCR since the post-accident ban was enacted. Our squadron also had the distinct honor of instructing the Chief of Staff of the Air Force as he flew a UH-1N for the first time. Demonstrating the absolute dedication of our maintenance professionals and air crews, we also launched a 15-ship formation of Hueys, a feat of readiness not seen in over a decade. We showcased our joint precision to the nation, taking to the skies alongside Marine Helicopter Squadron 1 for a historic joint flyover celebrating the nation's 250th 4th of July. Furthermore, and most importantly, our crews stand watch on alert 24/7, always here, always ready to be the first to respond when our nation needs us most. These milestones represent just a fraction of what our members do every day to uphold the first heli legacy. Please direct your attention to the screens to see your squadron in action. This tradition was established 8 years ago by Lt Col June O to formally recognize those who have made distinguished contributions to the 1st Helicopter Squadron. The inaugural class of inductees was celebrated at that year's Dining Out, becoming the initial alumni. Today, their names and achievements are permanently etched on a plaque that proudly hangs in our squadron spaces. As a testament to their legacy, each year, the active commander of the 1st Heli designates one inductee, while the Heli alumni vote to select another. This year, that tradition continues. Lt. Col Minner has selected Lt. Col Darwin Edwards, United States Air Force retired, and the alumni have selected Master Sergeant Marcus Norman, United States Air Force retired. We have left an empty seat to honor Lt. Col Edwards, our next inductee. Though he passed in 2003, his contributions and the mark he left on the 1st Heli continue to resonate today. Lt. Col Darwin Edwards, United States Air Force retired, was born and raised in Whigham, Georgia. He enlisted in the United States Air Force and served 4 years prior to being selected to attend the United States Air Force Academy in 1957. He later earned degrees from the University of Georgia and the University of Arkansas. After pilot training, Lt. Col Edwards flew KC-135 Stratotankers until he transitioned to helicopters in 1967. From 1968 to 1969, he served a tour in Vietnam, flying UH-1Ps with the 20th Special Operations Squadron, supporting U.S. and Vietnamese Special Forces units. After his combat tour, Lt. Col Edwards was assigned to the 1st Helicopter Squadron, where he served as the Squadron Operations Officer during the January 1982 Air Florida crash. His proactivity and coordination allowed 2 hangared aircraft to take off within 20 minutes of receiving the medevac order, despite adverse conditions during a snowstorm. Furthermore, his critical actions enabled 3 additional aircraft to launch in close succession, bringing more essential personnel and equipment to the crash site. He later became commander of the 301st Aerospace Rescue and Recovery Squadron at Homestead Air Force Base, Florida, and Chief of Airfield Operations at Robins Air Force Base, Georgia. During his time on active duty, he earned numerous awards and decorations, including the Silver Star, 2 Distinguished Flying Crosses, 3 Meritorious Service Medals, the Purple Heart, and the Republic of Vietnam Cross of Gallantry. After retiring from the Air Force in 1989, Lt. Col Edwards served 14 years as curator of the Robins Air Force Base Museum of Aviation, before he passed away on November 22nd, 2003. Edwards family, we are incredibly grateful for Lt Col Edwards' service to our proud unit and congratulate your family member on being inducted as a member of the Order of the Heli. Mr. Howard Edwards, on behalf of your father, please come forward to accept this memento from the 1st Helicopter Squadron.
Hold, please.
Mr. Richard Edwards, please come forward to make remarks on behalf of your father. Sir, the floor is yours.
Hello, we're incredibly honored to be invited to do this today. I wanted to give you a couple of little anecdotes of my father because he was ever the raconteur with his great stories. So as she said, he kind of lived for aviation, and the Air Force in particular. He had his adoptive parents sign him up for the military at 17. Wound up working with the KB-50 in Morocco. He soloed at some point at Barksdale. A couple days after that solo, that airplane came to a little bit of a nose stand at the behest of another pilot. So one of our famous family stories is Airman Edwards in his uniform hitchhiking from Barksdale to South Georgia with a shredded propeller. And he said he had no trouble getting a ride, as all of the ex-Army Air Force guys from the war just had to stop and ask him, "Where's your plane?" Of his time here, for perspective, we were here in the early 80s. So that would have been 5th through 8th grade for me. I didn't properly introduce myself, by the way. I'm Captain Richard Edwards of Republic Airways, flying in and out of my base at DCA for the last 19 years. So I get a little thrill. Every time I hear the muscle call sign or watch a Huey run down the Anacostia. It's always amazing for me. It reminds me of the times that we spent up here. And being up here was amazing because we got to see so many amazing things. I've had a talk with the current King of England because the Prince and Margaret Thatcher came in here and walked down the fence line to talk to all of the dependents that were there waving our little flags. As far as kind of current events, we were here on the day that the Iranian hostages set foot here at Andrews after 444 days in captivity. And she had already spoke about the Air Florida thing to add a little flesh to that. So 6th grade, I'm just playing in the snow. Everything's canceled. Our street has not been plowed, so Dad in uniform walked to the edge of the street and hitchhiked here to work on paperwork when that call came in. And one of the most proud things that I could say, that you guys have been inducted into your society. He would be so proud. Thank you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Order of the Heli Class of 2026. Again, congratulations to the new inductees. I would also like to thank the current members of the 1st Heli who have put this event together and everyone for joining us here today. Immediately following the ceremony, Senior Airman Ott, in the back of the room, will unveil the plaques in the hall. Following the unveiling, we invite you to tour the helicopter squadron operations facility and then view a static helicopter. Please connect with Lieutenant Schwalm at the back of the room in the corner over there for the tour afterwards. Please rise and join me in singing the Air Force song.
Down we dive, spouting our flames from under, off with one.